Hey Jordan, what do you think about this time slot we're on, the streaming time slot? I think you're like what, 3 hours ahead of me, so if I start at like 4 p.m., which is what I did today, it's probably like only 7 for you, huh? And it's a pretty good time. Um I think is though like stream time is like very 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 important for streaming. Just for in general, just in general, it's really good for knowing exactly when someone's gonna go live. So hey, like if they have a schedule, like people can get away with like streaming whenever, whatever. They can play, uh, you know, one game the whole time. They can do a variety. They can stream sometimes in the morning and sometimes at night. And some people do get away with that. But it's for the most part, it's really important for people to have a very, very, very consistent stream time. And I know this like very well because I've had been streaming for multiple years, and there's been times where we've streamed during the mornings around maybe 8 or 9 a.m. and we have had huge success in terms of people watching. If we remember, we would get up to the hundreds and 200s when we would stream Terrarias in the mornings. And the reason why that is, it's because, well, for the most part, my audience is primarily in US and a little bit of EU, of course. And streaming in the morning at that time for me, it's like, okay, all the kids are awake, everyone's awake in the morning going to work at 7 8 a.m. And then even if it's like, if you're watching on EU, it's still like afternoon, which is really really good. That is probably one of the best times ever to stream if you want a wide variety, a wide broad audience. You get a little bit of everyone. And and then the past couple of months has been the late night streams, which I have been testing with and going with. And the reason why I've been doing the late night streams is because, well, I have a real job now, which I have to work in the morning. If you guys are wondering, it's a really, really, really awesome job. I love it a lot. I work in tech. I'm a QA member for tech for a certain company. I don't want to say the company anymore, but you probably know what it is. Probably know what it is. So I stream at night now. I did stream at night. So I would start at 9 p.m. But then, of course, it's really terrible for some people who used to watch me in the mornings, because like I used to stream in the mornings, but now I can't. So 9 p.m. my time is U.S. West, and then people sometimes in the East it would be 11 or 12 a.m. 11 p.m. to 12 a.m. when I would start, and they're always sleeping. They're always going to sleep. And it makes sense. And then if you're in the EU, it's even worse because it's going to be like what 4, 5, 6 a.m. That's even worse. So that's one of the worst times to stream. Just in general, if you want like an audience, not saying don't ever do it, right? Not saying don't ever do it because it could work. It has worked. I watch a lot of people at night before I personally sleep, but those people have already gotten an audience from like other platforms, like for example YouTube or Instagram or whatever, or they're just a known personality or celebrity. They like to stream at night and it works for them because people will go out of the way to watch the streams at night to fall asleep. I like doing that. If I'm a streamer I watch at night, it's like streams at 12 a.m. my time, I put it on and I put my phone or whatever iPad on like sleep for like an hour, and then I fall asleep listening to them, and it goes to sleep. It's really really nice. But like if you're like looking for a general audience, it's always better to go in the morning. But now I'm doing another little test where we're gonna be doing it in the middle of the day instead. So it's gonna be right after work, around 4 to 5 p.m. instead of the late night one. And the reason why I didn't want to do the afternoon ones over the late night ones is because the late night ones can keep going, for as long as I want before I sleep. However, for these afternoon ones, I'm kind of set for like 4 to 5 hours because I have to end the stream and then I got to, do some other chores and real life stuff. Want to walk the dog, do chores, edit videos, or write scripts, do some more work for my main job, etc. So it gives me a lot of time to do stuff. But another good benefit of streaming in the morning and the afternoon is that depending on your personality and how your body works, you're most likely going to be more energetic and ready to go. Where I have found myself like at nighttime, like, damn, I don't even want to start the stream because I'm too tired, but I better do this. But then at that point it's like a job. And sure, you want to be professional and you want to have a schedule and you want to have a plan, but also you're doing like people who want to do stream and stuff, you want to do this because it's fun, and maybe you do want to turn it into a job one day, but you don't want it to grind out for like years and years and years and years and just be miserable the whole time. Like a lot, like not many people are gonna make it. Not many people are gonna make it at all. Always stream every single day for like a couple of people for months and months and months, and that's not necessarily their problem. It's it could be the fault of the YouTube algorithm, or wherever you're streaming. The Twitch discovery system, or maybe people just don't like you for one reason or another. Your time slot's bad. Your games are bad. I say that I say bad, but in a sense like it's just not favorable for discovery. And the best thing to do is, of course, get outside influence, and hopefully they can follow you on different platforms. That's why I run 2 YouTube channels, so hopefully we can filter them in with different audiences. Hopefully one day, increase the size of that. But yeah, stream times are very, very important. You should really take in the pros and cons, and you can, spend a couple days in the morning if you can, in the afternoon, and sometimes at night. I remember there was a success story where someone became a partner, and they literally had a nighttime job. Doing some sort of cab delegation. I don't know what the specific name for this thing. The dispatcher, where they would sit in the office and then they would, mute their stream on a call to dispatch cabs, and then they would keep streaming. Like no one would mess with them. It was pretty cool. And then that guy ended up getting a good following at nighttime and became a partner. But like I said, in the morning it's going to be a little bit of everyone for the most part, which is a very good time to stream. Afternoon, you're going to get a little bit more of the tired people winding down for the days. Maybe they're doing their own things. But then the nighttime one, that's the most scariest one. I'm talking about US specifically. Because, like I said, you're going to be awake. And, East Coast is starting to go to sleep. And then EU is primarily sleeping. Primarily sleeping for the most part. And they're going to be waking up depending on how long you stream. It's rough. And, like I said, if you do end up getting an audience for the nighttime stream, it's mostly going to be more older people, like doing nighttime shifts, and just generally just staying up and hanging out. I mostly watch streams at night. And a little bit in the morning. As soon as I wake up, I do my chores, I do my daily stuff, and I watch some streams in the morning. I like watching Forsen, Amaz, etc., and sometimes Co Carnage. Just to give you some examples. In the afternoon, I like to watch some Avoiding the Puddle, and then maybe at nighttime I watch some Moon, and then some Admiral Bulldog, etc. So there's a lot of people I know for specific times to stream. So there you go. So yeah, middle of the day, that's what I'm gonna be trying to do for the next couple of days. But you also have to just think about your own life schedule. Can you afford to stream for this time all the time? Do you have to do something at this time? Like, you got like other responsibilities, family, pick up the kids. Maybe you're gonna be like, maybe you just can't be at home at this time. That's another thing to worry about. And then of course you got to worry about like, am I neglecting family and friends? So, it's tough streaming. Like I know we've been streaming on and off on different platforms since 2013. The only thing that's been consistent in my media presence has been YouTube, which I've been uploading everything there. But then, going from, YouTube streaming to Twitch streaming, even starting from Justin TV. My first Justin TV stream, I think, was a Minecraft stream. That was pretty cool. And then, going to Mixer and then going to DLive. It's just a lot of stuff we've learned. And the biggest one is consistency. And, whether it be the games you stream or the time slots, you got to be consistent somewhat if you want to grow and be successful. You can obviously do whatever you want. And there are outliers. Like some people will just make it. A stroke of luck of people just looking for that game at the exact time, and people just making friends and hosting you and just growing together, or your personality is just that crazy where everyone just loves you. So there's a lot of variables and there's a lot of things to increase your chances. But as far as I'm concerned, do what you want. Don't go too crazy, and don't sacrifice anything that you're not willing to sacrifice for streaming. Time slots. That's basically what I want to talk about. It's good.